gets a new arm. But he's not like Majin Buu. He was like rip him into pieces, blow him up, and then he comes back, which is so
I
broken.
hate Majin Buu. I haven't even seen that arc. I just know
It's a
I
really good
hate
arc,
this
though.
guy. I
It's a
hate
really
him
good
with
arc.
every fiber of my being. He is the epitome of everything I hate about Dragon Ball. Like, I love the concept of Dragon Ball so much. I just kind of feel once it got to Frieza, it just should have stopped. But anyway,
No,
no, I
no,
like parts of the Cell arc just fine, and
no, I think it's so
Fusion is
good.
cool, but Frieza felt everything after Frieza is just, oh, I can do anything. I can regenerate from a
Yeah,
single cell. I
yeah,
can
that's
take an
kind of OP.
explosion that blew up half the planet like it's nothing. Boo just comes back like it's nothing, and then gets two other forms after that, and then eats Gohan. Like it just
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also Fusion Ha and Super Saiyan 3 don't actually do anything to him either. He just gets those forms, gets fuses with they just fuse together, and it's just, oh, you're just on par with Boo now.
yeah.
Like, what's even the point in having those new forms if they're not gonna add
because
anything to the
it,
story? Like,
but it's
it is
cool.
cool, but I feel Dragon Ball focuses so much on, oh, this is gonna be cool, but we still need to show the villain as a threat, and they just go overboard on making the villain a threat and make him feel
Yeah,
so
they
intangible.
do.
They have to like have some
Well,
weird way to actually beat them. Like the way
yeah,
Gohan actually ends up beating Cell shouldn't have been any different than when he blew himself up. Like, why did
right. Yeah,
Kamehameha destroy
yeah,
him? And
I don't. I guess it was just more energy, so it just destroyed
was
him more. Which is,
it?
I mean, yeah, because I mean, okay, so according to Cell, his blast would have destroyed the whole like solar system, and if Gohan had to match that, that's at least double. So I mean, I
uh,
guess, but then again, how does that not destroy? My thing is, how does it not still destroy everything?
I don't.
Like, how does it somehow all that safely go out of the atmosphere and not blow
I don't.
everything up
I don't know. Like
every single?
these
It
are,
happens
and
all the
again,
time.
like I love the spectacle that is Dragon Ball, but especially after the Cell arc, which the Cell arc ended perfectly. Goku is dead. Gohan could go on. The other Z fighters go their separate ways. Like it is a ending to the show. And they're like, "Oh, Akira Toriyama, the show is still going strong. The ratings are still good. You should make more." And he's like, "Okay." And then made Boo, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, Boo's kind of broken, but it's very antagonizing though, knowing there's a foe stronger than you that even if you somehow manage to just rip him apart, he could just come back
That's stupid.
and just
That's
it's
so
not
stupid.
it's not dumb. It's not stupid. It's
Vegeta
insane.
blew
It's like
himself up. That should be the ending of the arc. He should be like, "Oh crap, I messed up.
no,
I will atone for my sins by literally blowing this guy up with me." That's the end of the arc. But no, that's just the start of
no, that
like
would have been
that's the halfway point.
lame.
What?
Like, there's a lot. But okay, but you also have to add in the whole like if we stopped there, there's all these other moments you wouldn't get because
Then
think
have the
about it. If it
Vegeta part at
stops,
the very end. Have Vegeta blow up towards the end. You can still
what's
have
that?
Super Saiyan 3. You can still have Fusion Ha happen.
Yeah,
But then if nothing else works, Vegeta's like, okay, I still have one thing I can try. I feel like I
well,
need to
okay.
do this.
We'll put it this way.
Boom. Literally.
If Cell can come back from being blown up, why can't Majin Buu? That's the thing. You can't have the villain get killed the same way twice. It wouldn't
Then
work.
have him have different abilities. Don't make him another dude that eats people to gain power. Don't have him be
Yeah,
the
that was
same person but somehow stronger.
yeah.
That's the problem I have
It
with
is kind
every
of
single villain
repetitive.
after Frieza. I felt like Frieza was very grounded. He fit the world very well. You got a very good sense of how powerful he is. Like clearly, his strongest form is only slightly more powerful than Goku in his base form. So Goku going Super Saiyan, he was able to match Frieza. That
Kind
just
of tip
felt
the
natural.
scale. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it just felt like if I like Cell, I think had a decent progression until the very end when he blew himself up and just came back from nothing. But
Yeah,
then Boo, again, I
it was
haven't actually watched
OP.
this series, but like I've seen analyses and stuff of it. Like I've seen general like bits and pieces that enough
So,
to be just. I hate this guy so much.
but you grow to like him though because it's like it's like almost I'm gonna sound really Englishy here, but it's
Mhm.
almost like a metaphor for like some never-ending battle because it's like you just keep fighting this thing and it just doesn't
And
get
pick a
tired
character
and he just
that
comes back.
that doesn't sound as silly. Pick a character that looks cooler. Don't let this pink blob be. Yeah, I get that you want to kill that thing, but the audience
But
also
it gets
wants to kill
across.
that thing but not for a reason like, oh, I hate you so much because you're the villain. Is I
No,
hate you
but
so
that's
much because you're so
but
freaking annoying. There's
no, but that's what makes Boo. That's what makes Boo so intimidating. Like it's like the contrast between him. So Cell's very calculated, very like this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna. Boo is just a 5-year-old who's stronger than everybody else, which is terrifying. You can't reason
uh,
with a 5-year-old. There's no logic. He's just like I'm gonna kill you because I feel like it, and
th-
you can't stop him. It's terrifying. It's
this,
great.
this is why in Flameboy, the peak is literal children, so it works. Like this is our way of
Oh my
parodying
god.
Boo specifically. Is like, oh, Human Taco. If you didn't watch the Flameboy analysis, go back 2 podcasts ago. Human Taco is literally a baby in a taco shell who is immensely powerful, and that's hilarious because it's literally a baby. It's literally parodying this concept of Boo is somehow so strong, even though just for no reason. Like we have a reason for the characters
Well,
being so strong.
I mean, it's just a magical monster. Like what? It's Dragon Ball Z. What reason do you need? Everyone's ridiculously strong.
I know that, but I just wish he was strong in a
Like every
different
one of the
way.
characters.
I wish he didn't just do the same thing that Cell did, but a little different. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's not the only. I mean, he was already strong to begin with. He just got stronger, and then he had to throw them up anyway, so it wasn't
Mm,
too ropey. But then he gets back, and it's like, I don't know.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I still think it's cool because, like, I don't know. It just the
Then once they
progress.
get
I
to
also just like
Super,
the progression of the character.
Jiren is just naturally stronger,
Okay.
which yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either.
Yeah, yeah, Duran's a little. I like hits like time things.
Yeah.
That's just a new concept that I think is kind of cool. But like Duran's just kind of that dude. But
Hmm.
like that kind of makes sense though, because like one of the themes from Dragon Ball Z I've always loved is that whole like there's always someone stronger than you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because that's really like just like in real life, there's always gonna be someone who's better at you at something.
Mm.
Like, oh, I was the best at my school. Then you go to college and realize you're not that special.
No.
And then you're like, oh, I'm the best here. And then you go away and you're not that special again. Like, it keeps going. Like,
Hmm.
it's just like, oh, I'm the strongest person on the planet. Oh, well, let's go to Namek and get your butt kicked by Frieza. Oh, I'm the strongest person in my universe. Oh, bet. Let's go to the universe, turn the power, and get your butt
Hmm.
wrecked by some other dude. Like, and then again, Grand Zeno's like a 5-year-old who can just uh,
He's
it's
snappy out
not
of
like the
existence like it's
universe
nothing.
anymore right now. It is, and you can't do anything about it.
I also found it so hilarious that
Right.
um my brother and I like we did like watch through Dragon Ball like 5 or so years ago. We stopped a little bit after Frieza. We just kind of fell off the show, and then over this past summer break, we were just on vacation and we were alone in the hotel room, just like watching TV. And Dragon Ball Super came on. We were like, oh, Dragon Ball's on, nothing else is on, so let's just watch it. And it's the episode where Goku fights Golden Frieza, and literally it's the same thing that like deja vu, like the exact same, two characters like just kind of going like blast, blast,
Mm.
connect, teleport, like it's the exact same thing. Just
Yeah.
years, it was so surreal. It's like, oh, it's like we never stopped watching. I don't know if that's good or not, but like it didn't really give me a
I
sense
mean,
of
that
like,
should
oh,
be good.
the both are so much more powerful. It's just, oh, they just kind of have been fighting this whole time. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. That is one thing about Dragon Ball Z. Like you don't see the magnitude of like how people's power change because
Yeah,
like pretty much from the get go, people are strong enough to blow up planets. So
yeah.
it's like I can't really tell how much better you
Hmm.
are, but I don't know.
Yeah. I also do kind of wish that, especially during the Frieza fight, Vegeta did something else, just period, throughout the rest of the show. Like when Frieza killed Vegeta, Vegeta should have been the one to
Yeah,
kill Frieza. Like I get it, it's a big like rematch between Goku and Frieza, but like let Vegeta fight dirty again. Like he was originally a villain. Like let him
yeah,
go back to his roots. Like oh crap, Frieza's back. I've gotten so much more powerful. I've got like four different forms now
yeah.
since then. Like
That
you
was
could have.
that. Yeah, that annoyed me too. That annoyed me too because it felt cheap because like oh Goku's got to save the world again like because the same thing kind of happened with Majin Buu because like first Vegeta was gonna do it and he did it and Gohan comes back like oh good Gohan's gonna finally redeem himself after being a
Nope.
bum after saving the world and then no he's lame and gets wrecked too and I'm like oh my we're doing this again aren't we but
Goku
like and
again.
like I get Goku but I like Goku in some respects, but at the same time, I get tired of Goku always being the one
Hmm.
because I love Vegeta. Vegeta's by far my favorite
Yeah,
character, but it's like,
he just is the best character in the show. Like there's, I don't think there's any disputing that.
right? Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's just I don't know. It's just like Goku's always the one. You're just like, oh, what the heck, man? Like Goku has all the good moments. I'm like, dude, give me like, let someone else save the world for
Hmm.
once. And like, even when he tries to, they other people fail. I'm like, oh, come on, Toriyama.
You, what's even the point of having the other people still around if Goku is just better? Like Piccolo hasn't done
I
anything
mean, honestly,
since the Frieza arc. Like he like kind of fought Cell a little bit, but like he didn't really do
not
much.
really. Yeah, he kind of just got beat up and his
Hmm.
arm got absorbed. So I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I mean, don't even start on the rest of the people. All they do is
Hmm.
die. Promote other people to their Super
Hmm.
Saiyan. Like, Krillin or Android 16 or whoever has to die to
Yeah,
like,
like
all
Android
right, you
18
guys.
is no joke, yet she just stops doing things. Like what?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, especially in Super. Like, Super, it got to the point where it's like, okay, if you're not a Super Saiyan God, please sit down. Like,
Mm,
it was just kind of like, all right. But I don't know. Like, I know you got to further the gap because the show keeps going on, but at the same time, it
you
kind of
don't
just got a
have
little
to.
ridiculous.
Don't increase. Don't
I
keep
mean,
escalating to the sheer extent where the final boss could just
okay,
snap the
but
universe
like,
out of existence. That's ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of. But okay, but at the same time, like imagine if someone like Frieza, like at Frieza's level, showed up in like Super, like no one would even care. Like he
then
just
then
get
don't
wrecked in 5 seconds.
then don't power creep to that level. That's one reason why I
Yeah, I
appreciate
guess.
Naruto so much because they established the ceiling, at least what we thought was the ceiling, really early. Like there was different levels of power. Like the strongest power level was the Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Tsunade, and then the Hokage. Like that was the strongest you could be, and then there were other like tiers below that, and not until the very like last big arc did anything get above that, and I really appreciate that. But Super or well Dragon Ball in general is just oh something else came and it's more powerful. Oh now something more powerful than that. Like it's just and you have to get I don't know. It's just the scaling of Dragon Ball in general just kind of
Yeah,
it
it's a
gets
little messed
ridiculous.
up.
And like and
Yeah, but anyway,
comic books aren't exactly safe from this either. Like I said, the Eternals are just
no,
weird gods that are just out there in space doing whatever. They're just also insanely powerful. So like
just because.
because Thanos is not the most powerful, you also have Galactus in the DC universe.
Yeah,
Dark
just
Side,
chilling somewhere.
like he's stupid powerful. And you have someone like the Anti Monitor that can literally suck up galaxies. Like, stop it!
Like
You don't need
that's
this.
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I mean, but it's because that's the thing. Because like, if we have threats on the same level, people won't take it as seriously, I guess. So
Then
it's
establish a
like
ceiling and stick to it.
you can have a ceiling. Okay, but like for comic books, how are you gonna have a ceiling when you have Superman? Like,
I,
because then it's like, okay, well, we can't just have Superman be the ceiling because then everything's boring. But it's like at the same time, it's like, okay, but you just nerf
I,
Superman every time, then
I,
fans are gonna like us for that. And
yeah, I don't know like an easy way to do this, but just I don't know.
there's
There's
a
I don't there I
way.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Naruto was generally pretty good at this until the very end when it just went off the wall crazy with just every character being stupidly overpowered and this like original ninja goddess that was from a different dimension. Like it got weird at the end. But other than that, like it was pretty good with how it handled power creep. But yeah.
I mean, every anime has that. Every like anime like this has that point where it's
Oh,
just like, all
how
right,
you do it is One Punch Man.
everything's broken.
Obviously, One Punch Man. He's the ceiling from the start, and everything is literally a joke to him, and he's bored by it. Like that's.
Oh my gosh, that's so like
You need
I
to
don't know.
watch
I
One
just
Punch
don't see how you
Man.
could do that. I do, I do. I need to see this. So I'm just like, how does this? It goes against everything anime I've ever seen. It's just
Hmm.
like, oh,
It
one
is.
punch.
It is
Okay, we're done.
amazing. It
Like,
is amazing.
so wait, does it have? So it has all the build up and everything, just like regular anime, and then just game over.
Not well, kind of. I mean, literally the first enemy he fights is a character that looks a lot like Piccolo, and
Hmm.
he just like, and the purple Piccolo is just like gloating, and then Saitama just like runs up to him and just punches him. Like, there's not even any build up. It's just the fight doesn't even start. He just punches him.
That's
It's
it.
like you just once. I would like to have a challenge just once, please. Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah,
I need
highly
to watch.
recommended.
Okay, yeah, no, I need to watch that because
Mhm.
they have what 2 seasons now, right?
The second season just started, but it's by a different studio,
Okay.
so it looks worse. But I
Uh,
haven't seen the first episode
have
because
you
it's
seen the
exclusive
second
to
season
Hulu
yet?
for some reason. It's no longer on Crunchyroll. Don't know why.
What?
Yeah,
Ooh,
need to
sadly,
pirate that at some point.
get right on that.